All right, we'll be doing a palindrome in C sharp. So basically, that's a word that you can read it from left to right the same way than if you're reading it from right to left. All right, so we're going to identify that. So we're going to have a string. Let's call this input. And for this example, we're just going to say Anna. So we want the program to identify if this is a palindrome or not. So we're going to create a method that help us out with that. So this is just a console application. So I'm just going to do a static string because we are expecting to have a string. So let's call this method reverse string. And of course, we will be expecting a string. All right, that's it. So we need a string here and we need to do something with that. So in order to do that, we're going to break this into characters. So basically a string at the end is an array of characters. So I can do this. I'm going to say characters. I'm going to say my array is equal to S, right? So we're transforming this string into a character array. Okay, why? Because we need to have like word by word in order to be able to compare something here. So there's a good thing here for arrays, and it's that they have a method called reverse. So you want to reverse this array. So basically, it's going to separate A and A, right? And then it's going to reverse this. So basically, it's going to say A and A, which is the same, right? So the program is supposed to tell me, okay, this is a palindrome. So we're just missing one part here. I'm going to return a new string of type, and I'm going to pass the array. Why? Because I'm expecting a string here. So basically, it's like a two-way process, right? I separated everything here, then I just put it back here. All right. So now I can just go back to my main method, which is here. And I could say something like string, and let's call this reversed. And here I'm gonna call my method. So reverse. Okay. Let me just copy this. And then I'm going to pass, let's say, the input here, because I want to identify if this input it's a palindrome. Okay, so now we have to do some validation here and say, okay, if my input equals reversed, so if this input is equal to this one, right, then this method can give me another parameter here, which is the string comparison. So here I could say string comparison dot ordinal ignore case, right? And then I'm going to console write line it is a palindrome. Otherwise, right, else, I'm going to say not a palindrome. And we're going to close this, and that's pretty much it. So if I run this program, I have this input, which is a palindrome, so I should have this result. So I'm just going to run this real quick. And it's going to tell me it's a palindrome. And I'm going to try something different here. So if I say, let's say banana, this is not a palindrome. So I'm supposed to have this other result. So that's not a palindrome. So that's definitely what we needed to do. So this is everything for today.